Good evening out there in broadcast land. Welcome to Thursday Talk. What's on your mind? And I'm going to bring myself in here. Please don't be scared because so far I'm by myself, so I'm going to be big. And let me take it up to the chat and see who else here. Oh, man. It has been a zoo of a day. Just waiting for more people come in. I'm going to just start off with some stuff that's been going on. Yesterday, my daughter came over. Oh, can you come over at 6:30 in the morning and watch the boys? I got to be going off to get my tonsils and adenoids or whatever they are, taken out. And she's in bad shape right now. So yeah, I was over there until. So I was over there a little bit before 6:30, about 6:15. I said, all right, Eli's going to school. Where's his clothes? Have you set everything out? Has the dog been taken care of? Has the dog been fed? And so just going through a lot of stuff. And then I go, and it's like they start pulling out. I got to go out there. Where are the other boys' clothes? Yeah. So I had fun. I wish I could, part of the day, I wish I could have videoed it and just ran it live from there. It would have been totally hilarious. It's, Grandpa, let's all dogpile on Grandpa while he's in the chair. So I got one climbing up on this shoulder. Another one, just kind of halfway up. His head's over it. The other one is the littlest one is climbing up in the middle here, headbutting me, and the other one, the second to the youngest, is climbing up over on top of me and jumping on my shoulders. And it's just, like, dudes, what are you doing? But that's the way grandkids are, especially boys. It's like they see me walk in, Grandpa! Well, let's see who else here. First one in was Howie, Food Forest Permaculture, then Ginger Ninja, then Suburban Hillbilly, Shady Hill Homestead, Digs Outdoors. Gardner Josh is here. And, Gardner Josh won last night. I think he stuffed the ballot box by running off screen and having all his family go onto the Courtney's live stream and vote for him. Hey, if that's what it takes to win, that's what it takes to win, right, Josh? Cosmic Cultivators are here. And so, and that's it so far. I'm not even sure how many we have in here. Let's see over here. Got 6 watching, 8 likes. I guess somebody stepped out. Oh, wait a minute. No, because that's still watching over there. So I'm not sure who stepped out. But thanks for coming by and give me a thumbs up. At least it helps. Dog calls. All right, Diggs, go take care of the dog. All right. So interesting things going on, though, besides here. Around the world or around the United States. I saw several headlines. Dems crap pants over Virginia. Several different things were putting that out. It's like, and I froze again. So that was I think was I think somebody was having fun with it, with that headline, referring to somebody else who did the same thing in front of the Pope. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So just remind everybody, I know it's the end of the day or past the end of the day for some of you guys, make sure you're hydrated. With the election. Was it a good one? Was it a bad one? What happened in your area? Or did you even bother to go out and vote? Yeah. In our city election here, there were 2 open council seats and only the 2 incumbents were running. Nobody else put in for it. I'm kind of, I'm thinking maybe now I'm thinking maybe I should have 6 months ago put in for the city council seat and waited until, instead of waiting till next year to run for mayor, and actually in 2 years to run for mayor. But I want to make sure I get plenty of evidence of the kind of shenanigans the mayor is pulling. So when I go to run, I can hand it all out. Hey, this is not the guy we want representing us. So Yeah. Well, I got to get a video done on it, but just to let you guys know, so I got all the flooring in both the kitchen and the laundry room. Now I just got to figure out the wall plumbing that I got to change around because I got to add a drain for the water softener. So I got that coming up. No opposition, so good boys here. All right, Suburban. Hey, Gunslinger, how's it going? Yeah, I know last night Courtney had Chris something Africa. I can't think of the guy's name, the retired colonel. And he won his, he put in for office, and it sounds like he won. So he had 3 times as much as the next person behind him. So that worked. Uh-oh. Gunslinger says, nope, bad. Hey, Kaylin, how's it going? Excuse me. So, yeah, I wasn't even sure I was going to go live tonight because I'm trying to get everything done. My wife was supposed to give me several days notice so I could, because, I keep the house somewhat clean, but, wash the bed sheets and get everything else done, make sure all the towels are washed for her and everything else when she shows up. And then last night it's, okay, do you usually, ask me questions, do you usually stop at the Costco in Roseville to get gas or not? What's that like? And I, back and forth. And it's like, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get out of here on time or whatever. It's like, crud, she's leaving last night. Well, it turns out, no, she didn't leave last night. She left today right after she had a online meeting for work. And the last thing I heard from her, let me check my text message here. So at 3 o'clock Pacific time, 3 o'clock my time, she left there, which means it was 2 o'clock Pacific time. About 4 hours later, actually a little less than 4 hours, so she was booking it. She made it to Fernley, Nevada, which is on the east side of Reno. It's 48 miles in from the border. So that was at almost 20 minutes ago. And I just hear raindrops coming down. Now she's going to drive, as far as she can, as she feels safe driving. Then she's going to pull over at one of the stops and catch about 4 hours of sleep tonight in the car and then come on. Let me refresh this, see what it changed from it. Slight chance of showers, 30% tonight here before midnight. Tomorrow's bright, sunny, clear. And then, oh, great, this changed. Now they have in the forecast for here. All right, the low tonight is 36. High tomorrow is 57, 38. High 56 on Saturday. Saturday night is 37. Sunday high is 47. Sunday night 30. Monday 44. Monday night 28, and it says 20% chance that 20% chance of snow Sunday night, 30% chance on Monday, 20% on Monday night. Tuesday says slight chance of snow before noon, then rain. And then rain on Tuesday, rain on Wednesday. Yeah. And rain on Thursday, which is Veterans Day. So that's what's going on here. Farmer Son Prepping. Hey, how's it going? Trish Wiley, how you doing? So, folks, talk. I mean, everyone's in there being kind of quiet. Okay, Farmer Son says 47 degrees currently in Alabama. What's the weather like in your areas? What's on your guys' mind? What are you worried about right now? And if you want to talk about the certain little thing, we call it the red dragon. We do not use the C word. And so I'm not sure if anybody else is going to make it up in here because, like I said, I didn't send out till 10 minutes of. I sent out the email with the link to them. So I'm not sure if Bruce or anybody else is going to make it up here. So it just may be me for a little while. I am definitely cutting it off in 48 minutes, top of the hour, because I can't go long. I got some other stuff I got to do. I was just so tired. I just had, sit down and rest from doing all the vacuuming, all the scrubbing, all the laundry, changing the bed, getting everything done, getting everything nice and clean, so the wife doesn't have a conniption fit saying I'm lazy. Hey, Jay, how's it going? All right, Kaylin says in Des Moines, it's 44 and clear. Wherever Ginger Ninja's at, it's 44 degrees. And how did you get the degree mark in there, Ginger? That's one I'd like to figure out on because usually when I try putting it in there, it disappears. You've read the back of the book. You're not worried. Well, yeah, if you know what's going to happen in the end. But what happens in the middle to a bunch of people and stuff that aren't mentioned? Who knows who's going to make it to the end? And so that's stuff to kind of worry about. That was interesting today. I don't know how many of you follow Mama Bear Prepping. That's Mama Bear, one word, all caps, and then Prepping, all caps. She just got out of the Navy. She ended her terminal leave. NC Girl says it's 44 where she's at. And she does at 3 o'clock Mountain Time, which is 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific. She puts out her little thing every day. And today's she was talking about plans and what it is. And actually here, let me look over here on the side here and bring up what she said and what she called it here. Let me go into YouTube. I want to get the name of hers absolutely right for what it was. And of course, since I looked at it already, it's not showing. Some of the ones I look at, they don't show up on the recommended. Others I looked at that I don't care about, they're always showing up as, wait a minute, I don't want to see this one. I want to see the other one. It was Chris White, Africa, that Courtney had on last night. All right, so let's just go into Mama Bear Prepping. Mama Bear Prepping. Oh, priorities. Yeah, so prepping priorities that I do daily, but her big lead on her thumbnail was, what's your prepping priorities? So what are you prepping for? Okay, let's see. We've got a couple more in here. Joe Serrano came in. Hey, Joe. And P2E, that's Prepping to Endure, is here. And so one of the things that, one of my answers was, hey, we got a 7-year prepping plan based on, and it is locked onto what's called a base plan. And then we have when I worked at Homeland Security, all the others are called tactical response plans. So you have your base plan for your basic preparedness, what you need to learn, first aid, et cetera, et cetera. And I froze again. How much food you're planning to put away, and just the basics, clothing, stuff like that, just the general preparedness stuff. And then you have a plan for earthquakes. What am I going to do for earthquakes? What extra stuff do I need to do? What do I need to do for hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, a hazmat incident where the truck on the freeway here puts out some really nasty chemicals. So those are the TRPs, or tactical response plans, for individual events. And so I just said, hey, we have our base plan, a 7-year plan. We're going on it. We're doing this. We got, we're working on our tactical response plans as well, things that we need to worry about for our area. And then I finished it up. But remember, any plan that you write out should be a living plan. It should be updated whenever you get new information that affects the plan. So if all of a sudden you find out that, ooh, wait a minute, this stuff here is going to be really cool and it's on super sale, really low. So, hey, yeah, we can go ahead and get a full year's worth of freeze-dried food for a third the normal cost. You change it up. Or, oh, I just found out where I got a class that I can go to where it was going to cost me $400 to get paramedic training and everything else, and I'm getting it for free. So that's jumping now to the head of the class. So there, your plan needs to be able to change. And last night on Prepper Portal with Prepping to Endure and Mouse Toes, they were talking about your binders for your preps and stuff and your emergency preparedness stuff. Yeah, I got a plan against freezing. It's called 6 cords of firewood in the shop, wood burning stove in the front room, 12 of the big, the 7-gallon propane tank, 30-pound propane tanks, and a Mr. Betty heater. And wool blankets and all the other fun stuff, and long johns, wool long johns. So yeah, Jay, that's my plan for keeping from freezing up here. And if I missed anybody that snuck in, hi. So guys, what's on your guys' mind other than saying hi to everybody? What is there anything in particular that's on your mind that you're worried about with skyrocketing food prices, certain stores being stuff missing? Something that I haven't noted, haven't done anything to do yet, but I got to get up to the Fred Meyer / Kroger. I guess Fred Meyer bought out Kroger around here, and the same thing happened in Pennsylvania because Pennsylvania Prepper went to one. She had to put up a video last night. Actually, put up 2. I was watching the second video and it went private. I guess she wanted to change something on it, but she was going through Kroger, Fred Meyer, and she goes, "This is something you never see in the freezer section. They actually have a couple of doors worth loaded up with ice. Usually that's up front and the ice thing up front. And then in the refrigeration section, all of a sudden they had like 6 or 7 doors worth of soda pop in there. That's normally they don't refrigerate soda pop. They keep it out on the shelves. So that was something that was a little bit different." Oh, that prevented me from freezing through the stream. No, I'm working on preventing through the stream. I'm pushing the city council to get FiberCon to bring fiber optics into the city here. And once they have it in the city, I'll be on fiber. And not even cable like the cable wire like Sparklight. I almost called it a dirty name. Yeah. Yeah, I got for solar generators. I hate the term solar generators because technically they're not a generator. You can call them a battery bank with inverter, or you can call them a power station, portable power station. Yeah, Bruce, I put it out late. I wasn't even sure I was going to go live, and so I got several of the solar generators. I hate that they're portable power stations, and I got 2,100-watt solar panels, and then I got 20 some odd the big deep cycle 6-volt golf cart batteries out there. Done up in parallel and series, so I got a massive amount of 12-volt to power a 3,000-watt continuous inverter. Oh no, I went in September to a city council meeting and gave them a Homeland Security presentation that I would give elsewhere about city governments needing to develop a COOP plan, and then I talked to them about what backups they had for the water system, the sewer system, and they're like, "Oh, we got some small generators at the wells to keep the water pumping," and so we went over a bunch of stuff. So I got them on that, but the cable internet stuff, one of the guys is supposed to be doing it, so I just keep bugging him, and he's only a couple doors down here, so it's it's like, yeah, you're a teacher, so what? You said you're going to take care of this. Take care of it. Get them in here. Yeah, okay. Kaylin's saying that they refuse to run fiber to the east side of Des Moines. Let me go back. I know I missed something up there. LGB finding companies that would allow the mandate. LGB? Oh, no, they can't find companies. There's no law allowing them to find companies. And that's smoke and mirrors again. There is no law out there for companies not following the quote mandates, which don't exist. There is no mandates to companies from the federal level. They put out a press release they were going to do it, and they never did because there were so many lawyers lined up to kill it. And so once again, they're putting out, oh, we're going to find a press release. Oh, we're going to find them. It's like, no, you're not. There's no way you can find them. There's no laws on the book allowing to find them. Oh yeah, Mama. I saw that in the news too. China is telling their own citizens to stock up for the winter because of the crops that were flooded out and other reasons. Let's see here. Yeah. The solar panels can generate power, but those little boxes that they call solar generators are not generators. They're battery banks. Scrolling down here to get caught back up. Yeah, you're right. And it is. It's fear tactics for trying to get companies to do stuff, thinking they're going to get fined when there's nothing in place for them to find them. Of course, that's exactly what Kaylin says. There's no procedure to execute those fines because there's no laws to do it. There's a present given by the emergency manager. There's some interesting. Come on, hi. There we go. It's lagging. Oh, by the way, that last week that CME that Class X CME that hit produced less effect on the Earth than the Class M that hit this last night and today. Because the other one had a short duration on the scope. It's just a blip hit. The other one was a wide, lasting one, so it had more effect on the solar winds, the geomagnetic sphere, and everything else. But still, as Ben Davidson says, nothing really to worry about. Yeah, some of the satellites are getting a little on their telecommunications, but that's expected. So, anywho, here, we're as far as prepping and stuff here. My daughter's pulled out all the stops, some of the stuff she's been reading and hearing and stuff, and just worried about they're finally worried about the trucking supply, getting stuff up here and everything else. And some of the stuff she's been finding, she went out and bought a bunch more stuff. Yeah, it was early in the morning last night and early in the morning while most of us were asleep. So because we were on the other side of the Earth from the sun when it hit. So a lot of us missed it. Of course, what came around this morning and stuff when the sun came up and stuff still didn't affect much. Yeah, Jay. This one, the either one of these last two, the amount of energy hitting the Earth was less than 1/10 of what the Carrington effect did. But once you get to a certain point, it's when you're like half of what the Carrington effect does, or a sixth or whatever, it starts getting a lot worse because each step then is a lot more worse because there's that much more energy. Hey, Viper. All right. I'm going to see if I can do this here. Hang on. I'm going to try to grab the link here to throw the link out here. And let me see if I can do this here. All right, this one here. There we go. Boom, boom. All right, so Viper or a couple others here. Hey, Tibor. Tibor just came in. So there's the StreamYard link for any of the usual culprits that like to come up on the panels and stuff and talk. So there's that there. I'll leave it up there for a couple minutes before I remove it because I don't want somebody with the short name for Richard in the Seattle area who's been trolling a lot of channels to come on up there. Hey, Gear Grinding. So there's the link is in the link, as Courtney likes to say. So a couple more of you can come out, and a couple of you can come in up here. All right. Viper's taking care of some stuff, and he'll join me up here. And that's, for those of you who have been following Viper's stuff, he's in Southern California. He's dying to get out of there, literally. He just bought some property in Tennessee. And so as soon as they actually have deed in hand, he's going to be working on bugging out. Jay, if you're an unsavory character, you can come up here. Yeah, it's a really interesting thing going on. But what was kind of neat is I've had writer's block for the last 3 months, and then the last 2 days it just like boom. I've been just typing. Anytime I'm not doing cleaning, doing stuff, trying to make short videos or whatever, and just typing away as fast as I can, trying to put it down. All the thoughts that are flowing through, all the creative juices that are just flowing, trying to get it all down. And, so basically I wound up for a couple of chapters, 3 different versions of the same chapter. And I got to try to convert it into one and not let my characters run away with me, which they have on occasion. And here comes Bruce. He's trying to load in. There is Bruce. And here comes Bruce. And let me go and make sure I got all my other stuff muted here. There is Bruce. Oh, man. So, Bruce, how's it going in your neck of the woods?
Well, we're doing good over here. It was a little chilly this morning. It was down about 34 degrees, so a little chilly, but better than having snow up to my butt.
Well, that doesn't happen up in Pittsburgh or Mount Pleasant or New Brighton.
Okay, if you say so, Gil.
Yeah, I spent 6 months in Mount Pleasant and 4 months in New Brighton, way back in the late 70s.
Oh, yeah, I was still in elementary school, man.
Yeah.
I was in California still.
And I was, we learned a little trick. They won't allow you to put sandbags or bricks in the back of your cars to get traction. But kitty litter, hey, I don't know, it's for the cats. We just picked it up at the store. All right, what was that?
That is actually plugged in headphones.
Oh, okay.
So they're not going to die on me tonight.
Cool. Kind of hard to tell because as you held it up there, your artificial green screen program wiped part of it out.
Yeah, it does that if it's a black color.
Yeah. Yeah, I was up there in New Brighton. And New Brighton is there in the summertime, late spring, summertime. But I was in Mount Pleasant from October, November, December, January, February, March.
January, February are usually the worst times in PA.
Yeah. And we had, you'll love this. It was a red station wagon. We had the Ford Fairmont, designed by Lea Coca. Had his hands in that one. Yeah, but yeah, it was funny. We were out there, and one of the other guys was driving, and he goes, "Yeah, I've been up in the Montana and stuff, and I know how to drive in the snow." Spun out. It's like, really? Move over. Well, you Californians don't have any snow or anything else. We have the highest mountain. California has the highest mountain in the United States. Well, continental United States. Truckee. What's the other one up there by Truckee? There's Truckee and Donner Pass and stuff like that. Oh yeah, they don't get snow. Only 15 feet of it. Huh? Yeah, we had our one week of first winter last month, and now it looks like we're going to have we have several days of second winter, and then we actually won't have winter set in until in December. So we get some snow and it warms back up. We get some snow and it warms back up. One of the neighbors I was talking to him and his wife, and she goes, "Yeah, Mother Nature's a teasing little." And it rhymes with witch from Halloween. The county gave up trying to remove ice from the roads. Oh no. Yeah, one of the things too about what's neat about some of the cat litter. So if you need to, you toss it out there and you get traction with it, just like using sand or something. Oh yeah, no. All right, there's more. Okay, oh, wrong one. Where'd it go? It jumped up here. There it is. Okay, the Donner Party is not a demonstration of Murphy's Law. That is a demonstration of idiots thinking they know better than the people around and tell them, "Yeah, you don't want to leave this late. No, you do not want to go out there." "Oh yeah, we'll be fine. We'll go out there 6 weeks after everyone else has left. Yeah. Oh, and since we are starting to get snow and stuff again, it's like I broke out the chains and put them back in my the cables and put them back in my truck. So
I'm not going to have to do that this year. Nah.
Oh, you didn't listen to what Uncle Al was saying about the dip down again.
They can dip down all they want. I'm in the South now.
Texas is in the South, and they're going to get some snow this winter.
Yeah, I believe it when I see it. Just because they got it last year doesn't mean they're ever going to get it again. That was a 200-year thing.
Well, now it's going to be twice every 200-year thing. You know, some of the guys that are predicting it's going to dip. They have the thing thinking it's going to come down. It may or may not be as bad, but some of the other states a little bit farther east are going to get a little bit more than they anticipated. And here comes PD. Prepping to endure. How you doing, my friend?
Good, everybody. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah, I can.
No echo, no nothing like that?
It's a little tinny,
but no echo.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit away from my mic. How's everybody doing?
Hanging in there.
Yeah. That's good. That's all we can do.
Could be a lot worse.
Yeah, that's true. I just wanted to pop on and say hello to everybody, introduce myself. I hope, if that's all right with you, Gil.
That's perfectly fine. I've been seeing you in the side chats for over 2 years now.
Yeah, I've been actually into the prepping scenes for probably since 2012. So I've been around for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's been there's been a lot of I don't want to say it, changes in the prepping. Some of the prepping channels.
Yes, absolutely. It's unbelievable the amount of drama that has come into the community.
I saw that head without the hat on.
No, you didn't.
Wait a minute, let me
What, you
replay
talking
that.
about that close haircut he's got that he never has to renew?
Yeah, yeah, the one sort of like this one on the sides here. Yeah.
No, mine gets long enough. I have to cut it still.
Well, so does mine on the sides and in the back, especially in the back. I don't know what it is. The back inch and a half there grows faster than anywhere else on my body. And it's just, it's like, okay, why can't that just be up front and then I just comb it over back? No, I've seen too many guys with comb overs and the wind comes up.
Like Trump?
No. We're talking like most of their heads like this, and they got a band here, and it's combed back, and it goes whoop, and it hangs down in their face. Yeah, there is some really stuff, but yeah, the hair is it's migrating. It's migrating to the back, down, and then it falls off.
Tibor said that's just hair sliding off, Gil. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But yeah, there is some interesting things going out there. There are some newer channels that are trying to stay out of the fear porn. They're trying to make a statement, but the problem is, unless they're peddling, it appears to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, it seems that unless you're doing fear porn, YouTube doesn't promote you.
Exactly. It's like cat videos. Anything to get the population to go one direction or another.
We got a cat on here. Everybody come watch.
That was perfect timing, wasn't it?
That actually looks like my neighbor's cat over here. He always comes over to visit us. A little black and white one like that.
It's my roommate. His name's Ampere. Not that anybody really cares, but he's got the Cindy Crawford mole happening too.
Oh, yeah. What was interesting today when I was over watching my grandsons while my daughter's getting her tonsils and adenoids taken out. The one cat, they have two cats. One is called Imp or Imperious, was out, and he brought one's partial mouse up and left at the back door and came in. Didn't see the other one almost all day. Then all of a sudden, here he comes up, brings up a mouse, half a mouse, drops it, takes off, 5 minutes later, back with another half mouse, comes back with a big old mouse, still alive, and he's playing with it on the back door, wraps on the back door, playing with it. No, I ain't opened that door when you got a live mouse right there.
I guess he only likes the one part of them, huh? He just takes one bite out, and that's the good part.
The heads go away, and the back end stays there. So I guess it's kosher mice. Take the front half only. But yeah, I mean, it's just like all of a sudden they're catching all the mice and bulls out there.
All right, Diggs, take it easy.
Yeah, take care, Diggs. And
I'd have been here sooner, but I spent the last half hour over at Broussard's.
Okay. Oh, they were okay. I thought they ran all along then.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't come on at all tonight. I mean, it was just trying to get everything done. Getting ready. I got the washer and dryer moved back in position over the
Mr. Roboto.
Me?
Yep, you.
Okay. How am I now?
Good now. Now your picture's pixelating.
Always something.
Solar effects.
Gotta love the internet.
Oh, come on. We're in a grand solar minimum, aren't we? There's no such thing as solar problems right now. And the Earth's oceans have raised by 1.5 meters, and we can't prove it.
Did you see what Jay said?
Cat was showing he could provide for the family since you're a poor hunter, apparently. Hey, I haven't even broken out I needed to break out the hunting stuff. My one chest freezer is my chest freezer is full of meat. 2 of my daughter's chest freezers are full of meat. So yeah, we and then we got tons of pasta to mix with that meat. But all I know is
the story yet.
Yeah, all I know is that I got a feeling that Saturday, my wife is going to have me put the stove back over, even if I don't have the the drywall up behind it, and she's going to want to do a couple pot roasts that my daughter wants to pull out of the one of the freezers over there. So you should put some other stuff in there. All right, Tibor has a question. Dave, you might be able to the one to answer that.
Go watch Suspicious Observers.
Yeah.
And check out where he talks about the Beaufort Gyre, which is the ocean current over in between us and England that is slowing down. If warm water is not deposited up in the Arctic, it slows down the desalinization, which means warmer water isn't making it south because it's too cold, which will slow down the atmospheric currents, which will change the jet stream, which will then change our current weather patterns to the point where now we get snow down in Texas. Oh,
or Tennessee.
Crikey, that's what's already happening.
Oh, Bruce is going to hit me.
Gil keeps on trying to yank my chain, but I just sit here smiling because I know I'm going to be nice and toasty warm this winter. No snow.
Yeah.
No, Texas and Louisiana and all them are going to get it again.
That's fine with me. They can get it all they want. I lived with it enough years up there in Pennsylvania, so they can have it.
Yeah. I know about at least halfway down through West Virginia to get some pretty decent snow too down in Buchanan.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot something. And you dragged me into it, Gil. It's your fault. Remember, people in Ohio don't know anything, so don't take what I said. Just ignore what I said.
Yeah. Oh. Which reminds me, I got an email I want to share here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What did I do this time?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
It was from Uncle Al. If you have a chance to see a bright light during the day,
Yes.
it is not a UFO.
Yes,
Some
it
of
is.
the bigger meteors can be seen from the day, and at night it's called South Turrid meteor shower, and it's causing some good fireworks at night.
They're unidentified flying objects. Can you stand next to it and identify it? No. So it's unidentified. You only assume it's a rock. Could be ice. It could be a diamond. Could be gold.
Oh,
You cannot identify it.
you just brought something if I want to share with everybody. Let me go find that picture here. Yeah, no, live stream images.
He's playing
Where
his
is it?
roboto banjo again.
Sorry. If I can find it here, I know I better go down and make sure. There. No, that's not it.
It's all right, Tibor. While we're sitting here nice and comfortable, we're not sweltering.
Yeah. I saved the image off of Facebook because it was so interesting. I hope I got it on the right computer.
Probably not.
Probably not.
You'll have to email it to the other address.
No,
and then
here it
pull
is.
up.
Here it is.
Oh,
Here
okay.
it is. Let me make this bigger. It was called The Deadliest Crystals. So here's 12 of the deadliest crystals. Tobernite has been known as mineral from hell. So deadly. Stibnite acts as a poison when with symptoms similar to arsenic poisoning.
Cool.
Orpiment used for poison arrows in the past.
Coloradoite.
Yeah, can affect the brains, lungs, and kidneys. That's what's wrong with Crazy Joe. He got some of it. It goes to all this one. Galena causes lead poisoning. Cinnabar contains mercury. Causes mercury poison. Asbestos. Of course, we all know about asbestos. This other one, high concentration. It contains high concentrations of copper and is very soluble, water soluble. So too much copper can kill you, but you need just a little bit of copper. What's this one here say?
Arsenal pyrite.
Yeah, if not handled properly, causes arsenic toxicity in the blood. And then
Feldspar.
K- Feldspar contains radioactive uranium. Oh, that's good. Here, dear, I got this nice, beautiful white rock for you.
3 days later, she's all covered in sweltering boils and everything else. Go to the hospital. I'm sorry, but you're suffering from radioactive poisoning.
Hey.
Hey, and
It's
then
a fish. Hide.
another one here causes chemical
Oh Lord, there's a fishy at the bottom.
neophones, and this other one,
Holy
Villa
crud.
can cause is fatal if inhaled or swallowed.
Yikes.
Yeah. So those are the crystal and mineral gemstones you do not want to give to a loved one.
I can't believe about the Cinnabar though, because that's, I think, don't they used to carve in something like that and make
Probably.
carvings.
I think some of these stones they used to carve and do stuff with. And people
Yeah.
died around it, and and once the chemists came around, they go, "Oh, this is deadly, this is deadly, this is deadly."
Holy
Yeah.
cow. I know, like asbestos, like how they used to put it in home. Oh, insulate your home with good old asbestos. Best
Hey.
stuff ever.
Hey, it doesn't burn.
As
No,
as
just
late
gives you
as
cancer.
as the 1990s, asbestos was still being used in water piping, new water piping.
That's crazy because they were still like removing it like not too long
from ships,
after
they were
that.
using insulation, but in the water pipe because it's asbestos cement pipe,
Wow. That's nuts.
and the way it's done is made and stuff. I guess it doesn't break free and it's not inhaled. You just ingest
No,
it.
you see it.
What's
You
going on
can
with this
still
one?
find some of that in some of the older warehouses, manufacturing facilities.
Yeah.
Pipe up top that they got a 6-inch pipe, but the pipe looks like it's 16 inches round. That's because it's got like 5-6 inches of asbestos wrap around it that's sealed in a cement type cocoon.
Yeah.
Unless it's hit with something extremely hard, it won't break.
Yeah, unless it
Just do
becomes
that
That's the
friable.
problem with asbestos is when you hit it and it turns into a fine particle, that's when you can inhale it and it actually affects you.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why they remove it in houses. They get rid of it. Pardon me.
Considered
Lily.
friable or non-friable asbestos, right?
That's crazy.
This see, what's funny is not funny. One of the companies my brother and I worked for in the
There's a lot like
in the 70s, 80s, and even into the 90s was were underground construction companies working with water pipe, and
Jerry brings up a valid point too.
before they knew about running, they applied it on watch hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And
The dark ones. So,
they liked it, but they also applied it to their fingernails and did like a glow in the dark party, thinking it was so neat. This poor woman.
Yeah. So this is what asbestos cement pipe looks like, and usually the end where it goes in the bell spigot, like on the bell spigot here, the other end is tapered, and they machine it so it's smooth. I mean, it's smooth as glass. The spigot end down, and there's a rubber gasket in the other one. It goes, and you put soap on it, and it goes. Bloop. But yes, it goes. It makes a nice little clicking sound when it sets home. But yeah, there's a lot of that out there still. And when we were working for some of these companies in the 90s, the one company still. Oh, Courtney's here. Sorry,
Yay!
Courtney.
Oh no! Hi.
And
Another Ohioan.
What happened is some of the companies, because people were going crazy with the lawsuits, this bid new contracts. Oh, you have asbestos?
They'll quit since
okay, we
Courtney's
have
on that too.
a hazmat hanger on the contract, and all pipe will be replaced, not with asbestos cement pipe, but with Schedule 80 PVC.
There. Oh my.
Which was made to the exact same size of the pipe. Hey, Courtney, how's it up? How's the weather up there where you're at right now?
It's cold.
Oh, it's only 35 here.
Oh.
And
Cold to me.
and Carol, what's it like in the hot spot?
Actually, we have rain. We just had a rainstorm come through tonight. We're supposed to be getting some rain off and on into the morning. It's 75 degrees, high of 81, low of 72. Woohoo!
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
sorry,
supposed
I
to
had
get.
an
Well,
itch
let me
there.
talk
Sorry,
about the end.
Carol.
We're supposed to get snow on Sunday night, all day Monday night.
Hey, Garden, say
I'm
Garden.
hoping for snow, but we ain't got none in our forecast.
Yeah, it's only a 30% chance of snow for the
Why do
day.
you want to start snow so like now? Doesn't it just kind of build and build and build?
I got a 10-year-old that wants to go play in it. What do you want me to say?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Okay.
I know nobody else wants any snow, but too bad for them.
Yeah,
If
no,
I
it's a little
could, I
too
would ship it
early.
to you.
You'll be having a lot of slush.
Yeah.
And see, next week we're back in the 60s up here, so I'll have to turn the air conditioner back on. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah.
Yeah, Kaylin, we had all our stuff off the patio for getting the house painted because she said no chance of rain here. And I was actually talking to Courtney on the phone when my husband walked in the backyard where the pile is, and I was kind of trying to get rid of any trash while we just had thrown it out there real quick. And he's like, "Oh, we're supposed to be getting rain late tonight or tomorrow." No joke. As soon as we finished putting it on the stuff back on the patio, it started sprinkling. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that timing. That was just amazing."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not in order, and we don't have. He keeps our hurricane shutters up on the back because it just saves time because they're steel, and he keeps them on one window and keeps the sun out of our bedroom on our bed. We still have two escapes out of our room, and then he was doing that with another back window, and we have 3 sliders, not like 3 pairs of sliders. So he was putting them on at least 2 because it's just too much when you've got a hurricane coming all on him to put up those steel shutters. I can only do so much with them with those things. They're just so heavy.
Yeah. I was watching the side chat where they're talking about the Tennessee creeks in Tennessee. I'll just put it up here. Creeks in Tennessee have high level of mercury from the gold days. They used mercury to out. And then same thing for Charlotte, North Carolina was the gold center before the 49er California. But I know there's a lot of mines in Wyoming and especially Colorado. And
if you think back,
most of the ones in California didn't get quite have the same type soil conditions. But when they abandoned the mines, they didn't fill anything in. They just abandoned the mines, and the water leaching in with the chemicals in the rock is creating some really toxic stuff that just runs out like a small creek out of the mines. And some of it's a deep blue, some of it's a bright yellow, and it's just really toxic stuff. And you can see where it runs down the side of the hill. There's this little stream, but 100 feet on either side, all the trees are dead.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple of years back, they had a major mine that had been sealed during before it flooded, and it flooded and created a nasty runoff all the way down through Colorado.
Yeah,
and it was a nice bright orange.
They got one of those in Oklahoma too, and was it Pritchard, Oklahoma? I think.
It sounds familiar.
I think it was a lead mine, is what it was. And they would break up the rocks and get the lead out, and then they called that chat. They would pile that up all around the town. And of course, all the kids ended up getting sick from it.
Yeah. We lost P2E.
I was confused for a second because I thought P2E was Dave, and I looked up and I was like, "Oh, Dave painted his room." And then I looked again, and I was like, "Oh, that's not Dave."
It kind of does look like Dave painted his room. Look,
I'm not sure if you should take that as a compliment or that was like a backhanded compliment.
That was backhanded.
No, it wasn't. Like
I felt it clear down here. It sounded just like this. I mean, it's all right though. We still love you, Courtney.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, you know why they used mercury to get gold, don't you? The reason they use the mercury is because if you have a mine that's doesn't have like the big nuggets and stuff, it's the dust. What they do is they'll put it into one of those pans and then they'll put mercury in there because the mercury and the gold bind together. That way they can pull it out, and then they have to melt it down in order to get the gold out.
And when they melt it down, the mercury vaporizes.
Yep.
And that's what kills you is the mercury vapors.
Yep.
Yes, Gear, aren't you excited? He's in my lap.
There was a scientific joke, and I'm going to give it to you. Or not joke, a tech thing. So there's these two friends, and they were friends for a long time. And then something happened to break it up, spousal cheating or whatever. And so the one guy said he figured he's going to poison the other guy, for cheating with his wife, whatever. So he got some mercury, and he started injecting it into his water.
Oh my gosh.
Well, when he was injecting it, doing whatever he was doing in his house to take it over to inject it in, he spilt a bunch on the carpet. So which one died first?
The dog, and it let everybody know that there was poisoning in the house.
Nope. The guy that spilt it on his carpet because it vaporized, and he inhaled the vapors. And that's what killed him. The guy that had it in his water, it just passed right through his system because he swallowed it and went right on through and out.
How do you just get a hold of mercury?
They used to use mercury that way as a laxative.
Oh, that's how I'm still alive, because I bit thermometers when I was little. I thought that red stuff was like fruit punch.
You know what? Yeah. That explains a lot, Carol.
Right? Explains the memory loss that I've suffered from that.
Oh, hey, Laura.
Gosh. Yep, I remember doing
that. Actually, shoot, I should have done that. Let me go back over here to my inbox.
Yeah,
I think I even tried.
That's actually a big problem right now over there in what is it, like Sierra Leone and stuff. They're trying to get the mercury out of there because so much of it's ending up in their rivers and stuff that they use for drinking water.
Awful.
Because everybody's just using water to take all the mud down from the little hills and rises along the banks, and then they'll use the mercury to get the gold out, and then they take it to these little gold jeweler shops and stuff and sell it to them. They're only doing
it's already gone too far back.
2-3 pennies worth of it at a time, but it's still a lot more money than they would be making if they were working a regular job in like Sierra Leone, places like that.
What do you do to clean it up? Because it's so...
You have to melt it in a smelter, right?
You're talking about when they bind it together?
No, just mercury in general. What do you do to clean it up?
That's one of the toughest ones. That's why when it gets somewhere, it's not easy to get rid of.
Yeah, it's very, very fluid. It will. Mercury will flow through anything that's got a crack in it. Mercury will flow right through it, and it's not like something that congeals together very well. You may see a puddle of it, but when you try to touch it, it breaks into 500 billion puddles.
Yeah, it's
my child, I believe.
Yeah, mercury's called quicksilver, and that's why it runs. I mean, they have found areas where, I guess the embalmers used mercury back in the day, and where they found mercury in well water, trying to figure out where it was from, and 5 miles away, guess what was there?
Cemetery.
Mm-hmm. And they were able to trace it through the groundwater back to the cemetery. And so they had to pick everybody up and find out which coffins were leaking, which ones had the mercury, and reseal the coffin. You wouldn't open the coffin big enough to see what was coming through the wood and stuff, or out to the thing, and then they would seal it and rebury them.
Wow.
That's how you keep family close. They help when they're alive, and after they're gone, they're still helping.
Yeah, just take them.
Hey, Laura, if you want, I sent you the link.
Gag. So disgusting.
Just because you down in Florida doesn't mean it doesn't happen down there either.
Oh, I know.
Remember, your guys' water table is a lot higher than the rest of ours.
I know. I'm gagging because I'm.
All right, I'm going to go a little bit longer than I said I was at the beginning. We're just starting to have fun time here. We'll go at least another half hour.
Yeah, I have to make sure I get to bed before I did the other night.
How's your daughter, Gil? How'd she do? My daughter went through that as an older adult too, right before she started in Atlanta in the hospital
just wait
there.
until the scabs come off. That's real fun.
Oh.
And they gave her, I mean, she gave her these prescriptions. And so they stopped by Walgreens on the way home from the hospital. It took them an hour to tell them, oh, we can't do these. We don't have all the stuff to. Well, why didn't you tell us beforehand? Well, we were looking. We thought we had the stuff in, in
I
the back.
hate it when they do that.
I was looking and couldn't find it. So
what?
Sounds like you're getting a good story there.
Everybody went.
PBS Kids Airplane. Sorry.
And so they had every thing they needed. But so my son-in-law went up there with the prescriptions, and it took him a half hour longer than he thought it was because they had everything for the prescriptions, but they had to make one of the prescriptions. They had
compound it.
Yeah, had to compound it. But he gets back and she's got five small bottles and 2 big bottles. It's like, dang.
Oh my gosh. Hope some of it.
Sounded like he said it didn't work. Fishy. It sounded like he said it didn't work.
Really? I'll have to go back and listen to that.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's got when she got home and stuff, she came out of the bedroom after lying down for about a half hour. She goes and she's talking. She has a napkin, and they loaded her up with a lot of fluids before they sent her home. And she's there like drooling because she can't swallow until she got the whatever it was, one of the painkiller stuff that relaxed everything so she could swallow. So yeah,
probably Flexerol. That thing is crazy. If you've ever taken a Flexerol,
it does absolutely nothing for me.
It just knocks you out.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Out. It just, I mean, it was like I couldn't control my arms or my legs. And I was like, what the hell is this?
I have the generic like muscle relaxer. I can't think of the name of it.
P2E says that he sounds like either his internet crash or computer crash.
It's good to put a face to. Yes, cyclobenzaprine. Yep, that's what I have. I don't use it often though because I can't function the next day.
It does so very little to me. The doctor asked why I even take it. I said, I really don't know. That's why I've got like 3 full bottles of it sitting.
That's what you tell him. You told me to, you idiot.
Yeah, right.
Well, I used to take gabapentin too until I realized what it was doing to my heart rate and blood pressure. And I told her I could take gabapentin and shove it.
I'd like to get off gabapentin. It also is really bad on the liver.
What's the expiration date on that stuff?
Huh?
What's the expiration date on this stuff?
I don't know. That one's like 2 years old.
I mean, it's just like the narcotics and stuff. I mean, those are good, 50, 60 years out. They still have over 50% efficacy. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm holding on to mine.
I love how they convince you that they expire in a couple of years.
Well, that's because they want to make sure that if you're not taking them, you get rid of them. Because that's how a lot of people get hooked on these different drugs is they go to grandma's house or something like that. And, oh, what's this? And they end up taking one. They're, oh, that feels good.
Yeah. And also the companies want everybody to rotate out their stock because then they keep making money.
Well, the military went through and did the studies it did is because they had several $100 million worth of pills that they had to find out whether they had to throw them out or if they could continue to store them.
Yeah.
I mean, we have stores yet left over from the Vietnam War, or should I say the incursion.
Jay.
Yeah, Jay, I got to tell you, Jay's comment.
Yeah, we just swirl it around in a cup and look at it. Give it a sniff.
It's like actually, believe it or not, there were a couple of things they tested that the actual, the ingredient in there, when they tested on stuff that like 15 years old, was stronger because the other binders and other fillers and stuff had kind of, so it was they didn't have the other stuff to dilute it, and so it was actually stronger.
Oh, wow.
The one you got to watch out for is aspirin.
That's good.
Which one?
You pop open a bottle of aspirin and it smells like rotten eggs, or it just has a really funky smell, and you're like, whoa, what's that? Do not take that aspirin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, that is bad mojo.
Yep,
Yeah.
don't throw it in the garbage. Just take and very quietly put it inside a Mylar bag and bury it out in the backyard.
What does it become?
Cyanide.
What it is the active ingredient in it. It like breaks down into another ingredient, which is actually toxic in your bloodstream. So you do not want to take it.
I can't take aspirin anyway. It hurts my belly. But Advil doesn't do that. It's a derivative of aspirin, but it doesn't do that. Okay.
Advil
But it's still an
doesn't do that.
NSAID.
Yeah, it's still an NSAID. You have to be careful with your stomach and everything.
Stomach and intestines and your bowels and everything else.
Yeah, I know. My husband was taking it for his back pain, and he's like, "Oh, my stomach."
And guess what?
One day, what?
Everybody, get ready. Here he comes. The man, the myth, the Southern California heading to Tennessee. It's the
Viper.
Viper.
Is that Vipper or Zipper?
Whoa!
It's diaper, okay?
The diaper is still on. The Viper still there.
So a little update on that police chase. It lasted over 6 hours.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I kid you not. I woke up this morning at 7:30 and it was still going on. It was on a standoff.
Guy must have had a full tank of gas. Talk about being pissed.
No. The truck had a full. Well, he was running on a few flat tires on the trailer, so that slowed him down.
Yeah.
But that truck would hold 200 gallons of fuel.
Yeah.
100-gallon tank on each side.
Okay.
The average truck runs 14 miles per gallon, California truck, because of the way they have them neutered.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 15 miles per gallon times 200.
Okay, do that for me,
That's
Dave.
3,000 miles.
Okay, thank you.
That's more than just 7 hours.
Yeah.
That's more like half a day.
My butt's been wiped.
That's good to know.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, good to know. I hope so.
I say if crap hits the fan, I know where there's a couple old semis that the farmer keeps them fully fueled all the time, and there's very few electronics on them.
I know
jump
where
in it,
there's
and
a
I
few,
can go a
too.
long ways.
And most diesels, even if there is an EMP, most diesels will still operate because they're not counting on that electrical shock from a spark to light it off. It's all working on compression.
I think ours is regular gas. My parents have a Volkswagen that we have now in the front of the house, but my husband takes care of it. Mom won't let me near it. She's at that stage in her dementia.
I learned today that my friend's mom, but my friend's wife's mom, I know her too, but I just passed away today.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I met her when I was out there.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Kind
of. The old Alabama gardener passed away. If you guys didn't, I couldn't believe that. I just saw that on Instagram. It made me so sad.
It's funny because I went on my, well, it's not funny, but it's just ironic that I went on my WhatsApp and I messaged my friend out there. And, I know he's a police officer, so I know he's busy with long hours, but I messaged him like, dude, I haven't heard from you in a minute. How you doing? And just checking in. Oh, and by the way, how's your wife's mom? I know she wasn't feeling well. And so I sent that message, closed the app, opened up Facebook. This is while I'm walking my dog. And the first thing that pops up was my friend's mom, my friend's wife. She posted that saying she passed away. I was like, God damn it.
Hey, as far as getting Viper, a wagon, and horses for his trip, I think we ought to hire the Borax mule team.
Right, Trish? The Borax mule team. He can clean everything on the way out. Just scrub everything out of California.
That's my mouse. Real fast.
Alrighty, let me put this
Malachi, get out of the kitchen. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Not two.
He's still awake. It's always interesting. Hey, Dream.
So any comments I'm throwing are coming from Camp Panda Compound, so everybody that doesn't know doesn't get confused. So Jay, do we need to buy you a wagon and some horses, or hook it up so it can be towed behind your police cruiser?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Me?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, should we buy Viper a wagon and a team of horses for his trip to Tennessee?
I mean, whatever gets me over there, honestly.
Roane County has scorpions there in Tennessee. Tibor just said. Tibor, you need to start putting out some content, man. You know so much about all kinds of stuff.
I'm not moving to Roane County.
You don't have to. You don't have to have your face on there. You can do it from the side, from back, whatever. When you have yourself shadowed out or whatever.
That's how I did my cooking video. All you saw was my hands.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You did a cooking video?
Yeah, for prep for it.
I totally missed it.
Shame on you, Fishy. I watched it.
I didn't. I don't know if
No, it was Ginger that commented on that one.
Yeah,
Ginger,
the poop troop always blends
right?
together. Yes.
Then my neighbor came to me and she was like, "I need a favor." I'm like, "Everything all right?" He's like, "I need you to take me to the airport Saturday." "What time?" "I have to be there at 7 a.m. "What time do you want to leave here?" 6 a.m. So I gotta wake up like at 5:30 in the morning.
You do realize that this Saturday into Sunday is when you set the time back too, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so you're going to end up being there at 5 a.m.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. You lose an hour.
Viper's like, oh shit, I didn't think about that.
Well, no, I mean, because to me, it's like the clock, my alarm will wake me up at that time anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be there at the time, the number will be the same. It just I guess I'll feel weird.
Yeah, definitely feel
this
weird.
This whole time zone thing is so stupid. Like this whole time daylight nonsense. I don't know. I think it's dumb. Really.
It is.
It's awful on parents with children, that's for sure.
It's awful on everything. It's bad psychologically. It's bad physically.
Hey, we're falling back. That means we get an extra hour of sleep.
Yeah. They still go wacko, though.
It makes no difference.
Their pattern.
You don't get an extra hour. You get an extra hour if you sleep in. Getting an extra hour is nothing. You go to bed at 8 and you wake up at, let's say you go to bed at 8 p.m. and you wake up at 8 a.m. You daylight savings. All right, so you're going to bed at 8 a.m. anyway, and you wake up at 8 a.m. anyway.
Yeah, but the reason everybody's always so worried about it is because it screws up everyone's circadian rhythms when you sleep and when you wake. And
yeah, I mean, for like the first week or so, and then you get adjusted, which, like I said, it's the same thing, but you just feel weird.
Daylight savings, you'll notice that you need to use your alarm to wake up almost the whole time that daylight savings is on. That's because your body's out of rhythm with the sun and when it's coming up and going down and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose.
After driving truck for so many years, my body's so out of rhythm with the sun, it don't matter no more.
Yeah, I use an alarm to wake up every day anyway. Like daylight savings or not, once 7:30 hits, I'm up.
Yeah.
But
Sherry, hey honey, how you feeling? Oh, it's good to see you.
Hey Sherry. All right, let's see here.
They came into. Oh wow! Look at Tibor's comment. Gross.
I don't want to.
Okay, I see 1, 2, 3.
Seriously, scorpions.
And the
Yikes.
food challenge. There are probably more that forgot to do the prep for it food challenge hashtag right. Yeah, there's only 3 that did the hashtag right. Mine, Bruce, and Gear Grinding 19.
I still have mine. I still have my footage in my phone.
Yeah. And so it's got to be. Go back here one. And share. So it's got to be the prep for it food challenge. And there's these here, and there's the thing about it on Prep for It's channel. Yeah, all you see is these big old hands coming out there and dumping stuff in.
I told you I wear a size 10 glove. Most people are lucky if they get to a size 8.
I have no idea what size gloves I wear.
They're tiny.
They're little, but I mean, I never saw, just small, extra small.
Well, it's funny because when my wife puts her hand in my hand, it looks like a little kid's hand or a baby's hand.
So cute. Oh, pain doctor tomorrow. Good, Nana. Good, Sherry.
Let's see if I can find that.
I hope they give you something that works, honey.
If I can pull this up right here. All right, I got a request here from my grandnephew. Let's see if I can get it up here.
I don't know if I'm going to
fit.
be okay in shift. I might just be taken out by my own food.
Let's see if we get this here.
Carol is
There are a
always
bunch of
laughing.
them here.
Everything. Carol lives a happy, funny, laughing life.
Oh, yeah, right. That's with my friends on here. This is my getaway. Are you kidding? I've got a pooping son that I have to take care of in life.
So even that's funny.
Because you
Carol,
don't have to change it.
I used to. I did for a long time.
You did? You
Right
changed your
line.
pants? You changed your own pants?
I worked for daycare with kids between the ages of 4 months old to 13.
I didn't know that. I thought you just did dogs. I didn't know you did take
I did that for many years. I did that wild dogs. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do some shameless nepotism plugging here.
You all right, Corky?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so DreamXD asked me to show his channel. He's got 6 videos. He does Minecraft.
Okay.
So anybody send me
Among Us.
Minecraft?
It's Among Us too.
Yeah. So.
There you go, Jay.
Oh, he just had a steak for dinner because his dad bought half a steer. Cool.
Mm.
It would have been cheaper up here. Tell Joseph it would have been cheaper up here.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So anyways, yeah. So he's got 3 subscribers, and he's just starting out showing some of his Minecraft videos, playing it. And of course, I'm gonna have to talk to my youngest son, Matthew, because he does moderating on Minecraft servers. So there you go. You got your plug. Oh, at least he said thank you. He said thank you. Yeah, it's and it's got to be exactly there because there's a bunch of other Dream XDs that don't have the space between the M and the X, and so he's the one with 6 videos, and his is a lowercase d, not a capital D. Some of the other have, you got to look for the proper caps, lower caps, everything that are around. So
all articles of said description must match previous description.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, steak over open fire is my kind of meal. Okay.
Knowing Joseph was talking about purchasing one, so he probably purchased a steer. Then he might have found somebody to trade off some of his venison to, because he goes deer hunting. Joseph and Bubba go deer hunting, and elk hunting, so they don't tell him what they got already.
Are they having any issues with that deer wasting disease? Like they're trying to push now that every single deer has it.
No.
I know. It's crazy. Although we have panthers down here that have a wasting disease. They've caught them on camera that it looks like it's a wasting disease. It's a shame because there's not that many Florida panthers left.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I don't really mind personally because I don't ever want to meet one going for a little walk.
Yeah, but then panthers help keep certain other vermin and other things away from your home.
Oh, I know. Well, they're not near my home. They're in certain areas in Florida. I have other things. I have the snakes that keep the.
Hey, even Joe Schmo down the street that's got a very bad crack addiction won't come anywhere near your home as long as there's panthers nearby.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right.
Or my tigers, because I'm Carol Baskins in my other life.
Courtney, is Dustin going to save the seeds from his biggest gourd and really hype up the all the nutrients around that one so it gets twice as big next year?
Yeah, he's going to try. Yeah.
Here it is, a 48-inch gourd, 18-inch circumference.
Corky's, I think you're recovering from that box wine that kind of.
I don't have my son, so I fell asleep on the couch. And
you're just waking back up.
And then I woke back up, and I was all alone. The TV wasn't on or anything.
Yeah,
I text my husband. I'm like, "Did you already go to work?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I just let you sleep." I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Oh my goodness.
I was just tired, My son's been going through a weird phase where I don't go to bed till 3 a.m, but my son wakes up at 4.
Yeah. Mine woke up at 8:30 after
yeah.
I stayed up till 5 today. Yeah.
So then I take him downstairs because I know he's still tired. So I take him downstairs. We have a safe room. So we go in that room and I turn on the TV and like I fall asleep and then he falls asleep. So I don't know if he's just like, I don't know if he's having nightmares or what's going on, but
might just be a cognitive growth spirit, like spurt with things changing in the brain.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because there's been some changes in him, like good changes, but just I noticed that he's developing.
Yeah, words and different things are happening. Yeah, neat. That's cool. Yeah, the crankiness is usually a sign too, besides the sleeping issues. That's the same thing with this one. I think he's going through that too. Which is weird because our sons always seem to kind of do that.
It's just y'all crazy ladies, that's all.
Yes, Dave, of course. That's what it is.
It's just you crazy ladies.
I know people up where you are.
I know people know where you're at.
I'm gonna turn you into some of that man sausage like Carol Baskins defeated the tiger.
No, Jay, I have a safe room specifically for my son. It's baby gated off and he can't get into anything. Like it's a safe room. So I know if I put him in there, he can't hurt himself. So
I'm scared. Just throw a snake at your
I decided to put 2 roses between 4 thorns.
Oh, that was sweet.
Hey, Gil. Kissing up doesn't get you
let my
anywhere.
dog back in 1 second.
I was just going to say Gil's trying to brown nose.
Nah, Gil.
No, actually, I was trying to tease the other guys.
I know, that sounded funny, Jay. I thought of that movie, Safe Room, which I never could watch because I don't like stuff like that. I'm bad at any of those shows that it's like they show children in the movies or anything like that. Especially when CSI started showing like ones that included kids. I was just like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Too protective of a mom to watch that stuff.
Yeah,
you're not the only one. I have a tendency to go a little crazy when children are getting hurt. That's why I could never be a cop. There's no way I could go up into a scene and see a child that's been hurt and not go off on that person that did it. There's no way.
Yeah. It's really hard when it is your job, though. And you're supporting your own family. God bless those men that have to do that.
It was interesting watching the other deputies when something like that happened. All of a sudden, it was the most meticulous evidence gathering ever.
Yeah, right.
There are more. Every one of them had a camera out taking pictures, recording stuff. I mean, it was just like everything down. It's like dotting the T's, crossing the I's, and everything else done. Down.
Dotting T's and crossing I's. I think they missed a few there.
No, that's one of the jokes is about you go above and beyond and you dot the T's and cross the I's as well.
Yeah. T-board, no, we do not do that. That's awful. The closet is not a safe room.
It's grandma. It's Mountain Grandma.
And Mountain Grandma.
Yeah. And so, I mean, they did everything they could, and then deputies usually don't like to go meet with district attorneys.
Yeah, because they get them off.
Because sometimes the district attorneys don't like what the deputies have done. But on a couple of these cases, these guys go, all right, we all got an appointment down with the DA at this time. And just boxes of photos and evidence for the DA. It's like, okay, this guy's going away. All right, see you later.
Possible, Jay.
Dream's leaving us.
Hey. Okay.
Jay's very possible.
This stuff's doing weird.
Jay, that's how they take care of it in the Philippines, and I wouldn't mind that happening here.
Yeah.
If it involves children, and they're definitely guilty.
All right. I'm coming up on an hour and a half. I'm going to wrap it up because I still got a bunch more work to do before my wife gets there. I'm rested. I can go at it and get it done.
Damn you!
Exactly. So, hang on. Let me take one quick look at something off the computer. Gotta use the other mouse.
Highball energy drink is
on the one
helping
computer
me.
doesn't work on the other computer.
It just hit freezing here. It's a whopping 32 degrees.
Oh, that's perfect for tomorrow's topic on Camp Patton Family Compound. Winterizing your gardens.
That's a good one. Except for me.
Yeah. Hey, you're winterizing your garden. You got to make sure you don't plant the kale and this that needs the chill hours.
Actually, later.
Yeah.
We go into that.
Oh, look who just showed up.
The Bob.
I know. The Bob.
Bob.
Anybody want to have an after party?
Hey, you guys want to have an after party? Who wants to set it up? And we can get it on here.
Oh, I just did, but it's not going to be live. So if anybody wants to hang out, you can.
Hello.
Okay. All righty. So, yeah. All right.
I'll send it to Bob if he wants.
Yeah.
Bob.
All righty. And I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, you it's in the private chat for those up here. They're gonna have a little talkie. So, all right, everyone out there, stay happy, stay safe. Tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern is Camp Patton Family Compound, winterizing your gardens. And at 9, the hour before it, is going to be Backwoods Law. Just kind of an open chat. Do you have any specific things to start off with yet?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure something will come up during the day, or we could go over something that may have happened earlier in the week, you know?
Like
Virginia?
You never know, there may be another trail off the steps of an airplane you may want to discuss. You know.
All righty, folks. We're going to wrap it up here, and everyone stay safe, and we'll see you